Good morning, Karoo. It is April 4th. It is the 4th of April. And I'm back in a familiar spot where I haven't been in a while. But interestingly, it's drizzling. Like it's actually raining right now. We haven't seen this in a while, and actually I don't think it was forecast, at least a couple days ago. Good thing I have my Write in the Rain notebook, although I have to say that the ink has smeared on it, so I don't have Write in the Rain ink. I need to use a pencil if I don't want the ink to smear. But I did make some notes because you, my friend, made a video, and I really appreciate the video you put up yesterday. It did come up right before I went to bed, so I watched it right before I went to bed and took a couple notes for making this morning. And I'm sorry that you're so slammed. I know this is sort of we make our choices about what we're going to do and where we're going to spend our time, and in the short term, that's where you've made your choices. But I'm still sorry that those crunch points are always a little bit stressful. So I'm sorry you're going through that. The tiling looks great on your bathroom. When you're not so pressed, you haven't shown me any of the work that Brad did while he was there. You haven't shown me any of the rest of the house. So, if you have 5 minutes to walk around and shoot the rest of the house, and I think there was also work done on the can. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Boy, I'm really getting dripped on here. So I did want to talk briefly about the Walking Up Snowdon video, and I don't know if you saw the 360-degree video of the ridge coming down off of Snowdon. So that ridge has quite a bit of exposure. It was, I have an issue with heights sometimes. It was just about perfect for me. It challenged me, but it didn't freak me out. The wind was blowing so hard that at times it was a little unnerving. It was worse actually at the summit. The summit was, I was clinging to the trig point on the summit and holding the camera trying to get pictures and video. And it was that was unnerving. It was interesting though. I mean, the wind was blowing so hard that much of the walk, especially on the way up, it felt sort of like we were wrapped in bubble wrap. I mean, it was like my senses were being overwhelmed with the buffeting of the wind, and it was hard to sort of appreciate the environment around me, especially, at the summit itself. It was so windy that maybe I didn't appreciate it. I mean, I didn't really look around. I didn't look at the world around me while I was up there. I was just so inwardly focused to fighting off the wind. And I have a couple pictures that I was trying to take some pictures, and I was literally afraid I was going to drop the camera. In addition, on the 360 video, if you look at it, I'm holding the selfie stick with two hands because the wind was blowing so hard that I was worried I was going to drop it if I kept it in one hand. It was still super fun. I would do it again. And we've talked to a number of people who've said Ridley is their favorite path, and it's also one of the apparently least popular paths, which could be why we didn't see anyone until we were, a couple hundred feet from the summit, which is my preference anyway. So that was Walking Up Snowdon. So yesterday, what did we do? The 3rd of April. It was kind of a quiet day. We didn't have a lot planned. We had to trade in the Fiat 500 for a 9-passenger van because Tom and Lynn are arriving tomorrow. So we got up and went for a walk with our neighbors, and it was just Catherine yesterday. but then we were getting ready. We were going to leave at around 10 or 10:30 to go turn in the van, and I got a text from Alex, who was supposed to come back and finish the tile floor today, which is Friday, and he was like, my plans have changed. Okay, if I come back yesterday, the 3rd. So he came back, and we weren't allowed to basically walk on it all day. He was doing the ceiling. So I have some footage here of the finished tile floor. It looks amazing. Actually, it's funny, the footage here of me taking footage here of the tile floor is me walking around on it for the first time with shoes on. So pretty exciting. Anyway, so that happened on and off all day, and basically he'd come and put down a layer of polish and then leave and come back a couple hours later and do another. And I don't know how many layers he did, but he did a good number. Let's see, what do I have here? Oh, I also, we went to get the van, and this van is like a limo. It's such high quality, and I'm really looking forward to getting some footage of us in this plush vehicle with cruise control, and it's an automatic as well. So it's a good vehicle, but it's huge. I came back and I tried to parallel park it first thing in a spot, and I was just like, no, that's not happening. So we took it over to the lot where we have a parking pass and just parked it over there, which we may do. It is going to require a little more thought and care when driving it. After we got the van, we came back and we got a little lunch, came out and sat on the wall and ate it. But we ran some errands first. We picked up some extra paint and some wood filler for some work we're going to do on various things. But I also took in my UK cell phone. There's a cell phone repair shop here, and to have them replace the battery. And unfortunately, and the guy said, yeah, it'll take half an hour. And so we went and ate lunch, and I came back, and he said, actually, I have the wrong battery. This is a 4G phone. I have the 5G battery, which is just slightly larger. So he's still got my phone. I'll pick it up this morning at some point, hopefully. Let's see, what else do we have? This is just like a laundry list. Oh, the coolest thing I did yesterday, and I have a couple pictures of this, was Catherine's husband, who we walk with Catherine all the time. I've talked about her husband, Ben, who is the swim coach for Bangor University, and he coaches a kids club team as well. So he just finished his swim season at the university, and so he offered to take me for a cold soak. They have a piece of property out in Llanrug, which is just a 10-minute drive to the east of here, and it's on the Avon Sayant, the river, Sayant River, which comes out right over here next to the castle, and they own, his parents bought 50 years ago the old mill along the river, one of the old mills. It was a slate mill that they used to make writing slates, actually. And so he took me up there, and we walked around, and we did a cold soak. He actually brought a thermometer, so I know the water temperature was 5°C. And we got in, and we did about 4 minutes, I think, which was nice. But it's a beautiful, beautiful spot, and had a good time getting to chat with him. And he said we're going to do it again, so hopefully that will happen. I'm looking forward to that. So got back here right at dinner time, and we actually had planned to have dinner with our neighbor across the street, Dylan, who is just an awesome guy, really interesting. He's traveled the world. He's got a PhD in some environmental science field. He works as an independent researcher and kind of a general entrepreneur. but he does tons of community organizing, that sort of stuff. So really interesting guy to talk to, and had a great dinner with him. Talked about Welsh. He's a native Welsh speaker; it's first language. So yeah, a full day for a lazy day. But I guess I will end the video here. I'm going to turn around and see if I can avoid getting the lens wet in this drizzle. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I will talk to you later.